Hey, so welcome to my channel. I am exhausted, so forgive me if my energy level is she is tired. Welcome to my channel. This is the first official makeup tutorial video that I am going to upload for you guys today. Make sure you follow me on all social media. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Lavish by Lerin, LAVISHBYLERIN. I am on Twitter at Lavish by L. I am on Snapchat at Lerin Joy, LERINJOY, and then now this lovely YouTube channel, which I'm super excited about. It is Lerin Joy, L'E-R-I-N space J-O-Y. We're gonna jump right into it. As you can see, I got on a nice blue t-shirt, tank top being a hater, trying to poke out. So we are going to do a blue makeup tutorial. I have been revamping my Instagram page. So if you were previously following me and you saw that I was literally posting like a bunch of random shit back to back, I was trying to revamp my page, reorganize some shit, get it going again, get some type of character to my page, because I just didn't like the way that the information was flowing on my page. So I decided to reroute, regroup, revamp, do some shit all over again. So now it's kind of where I want it to be. So today I'm going to film a blue makeup tutorial, which I've never done before. So we're going to do this together. We are going to learn. As you can see, my brows are already done. I always use Benefit's Ka-Brow for my brows. I don't know if you guys can see that. One day it will focus and you will be able to see Benefit's Ka-Brow. Pomade for my brows. I am also wearing Maybelline FitMe foundation, just the liquid foundation, which is my go-to. It's cheap. You can find it anywhere, Walmart, Target. Can't really beat the price. So that's where we are. So I am going to start by priming my lids with this M.A.C paint pot in the shade Painterly. And we're just going to chit chat and we're going to get it done, because I'm exhausted, so I really don't feel like talking, but I guess I can talk to y'all since it's kind of like a tutorial. So if you see me looking this way and not looking in the camera, I do have a mirror right here. I'm not psycho, so I'm checking myself in this mirror. I will try my best to do some stuff facing this way so that you can see, but for the most part I will be facing this way just because it's a lot easier for me to see in this mirror, this lovely LED mirror that I got for Christmas. So again, brows already done. We are going to prime the eyelids with this paint pot in the color Painterly. You can use any concealer or eyeshadow primer that you choose. This just happens to be what I have in my arsenal right now. So we are going to put that all over the lid, and I will try my best to explain everything as I do it. I am hoping to eventually upload a eyebrow tutorial video, because everybody is always like, I want to see how you do your brows. And for those of you who are still learning or still teaching yourself, because I am self-taught, I did not take any classes, no MAC classes, I haven't been to anybody's school, I taught myself. So I'm still learning. But for anybody that's self-teaching or, you know, still in the process of learning, try not to get frustrated if you don't get the brows down right away. It took me about 6 to 9 months to get my brows how I wanted them, and every time I would change my style or do something different, I found that I liked them more than previously. So in the beginning, when I started doing my brows, I thought that I was the shit, like, oh, these brows is it, like they is that. And then now when I look back at those same pictures, it's like, ooh, they were not. So, you know, evolution and growth is what it's all about. So just practice makes perfect. Keep practicing. I am in no way, shape, or form perfect or a professional at what I do. Like I said, self-taught, still learning, always trying to learn and grow. So this is just where I am. So maybe in a few years I'll look back on this video and be kind of grossed out, because my skills will just be that much better, you know. So we'll see. So again, the eyes are primed. I'm going to just buff that out with my fingers. Usually the nails are painted, but she's tired once again, so you get bare nails today, okay? So we just gonna make it work. So I got a couple different palettes that I'm going to use. I have the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, which has a nice shade of blue in there. I also have Jaclyn Hill, my absolute top favorite influencer on YouTube of all time. I have her original palette that has this really pretty royal kind of blue in it. And then I also have the James Charles palette, which I have yet to use. I'm literally just now opening it for the first time to use it. I have not swatched it. I have not done anything because my life has been so hectic. So we are going to use this today. I am going to try to keep this little thing because it has the shade names on it and I don't know them by heart. So if you see me looking down or you see me trying to count some shit like 1, 2, 3, so that I can give you the shade names, that's just what it is, because I do not know them by heart. I am using a mixture of brushes today. I have a few Morphe brushes. I also have Jaclyn Hill's Morphe brushes, so pretty much Morphe all the way across the board. But I have some just regular Morphe eyeshadow brushes. I also have Jaclyn Hill's bulk collection brushes mixed in here. And then I also have some BH Cosmetics brushes. I have some E.L.F brushes that I got from the Dollar Tree because that's just how she rolls, okay? Very pocket friendly on this channel. So I'm going to start out with just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start in the crease of my eye. We are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go into the shade right here, which is called Playground. This really soft blue. And again, I have not tried these colors at all, so I don't know how they're going to work out. We're going to find out together. So I'm going to put that all in this crease area and see what we can make this thing do. It's looking a little green, but it could be that I don't have my glasses on that I'm supposed to have on. So in the camera it looks blue, but in my mirror it looks a little green. So we're gonna see what we end up with. But we're gonna blend that all the way around, all the way through here, here. And just to keep this video at under 3 hours, come on bitch, let's focus, there we go, focus on me. I'm gonna do one eye for the video, and then off camera I will finish the other eye and we will come back. That way I don't have you guys watching me for 3 hours, although I mean, what's not to like when you watch me? Maybe not this tank top sticking out there. Let's tuck that. Let's try it again. So again, we're using the shade Playground. We're just gonna pack this all into our crease area. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. This seems to be doing what I need it to do. Really pretty. Blue is my favorite color, so you really can never go wrong. I mean, if you got on like some purple, orange, and pink, and you put blue eyeshadow on, you can kind of go wrong, but you know, like we're going for blue, so that's what we're gonna deal with for today. I'm liking that. In between, I have this BH Cosmetics brush cleaner. It's literally just like a sponge inside of a cup. It was like $6, but I could have definitely bought this shit at Dollar Tree. So you just rub it around. Just keeps you from transferring the eyeshadow colors between the palette. So it's just a quick little clean. This does not substitute for a deep clean of your brushes, which I do every week, but this is just what I use in between when I'm doing my eyes. So from there, I am actually gonna grab, I think I'm gonna go into this shade here, which is the shade Brother, if you can see that. It's blue, purple, has like a little purple tint to it. My camera is being a hater right now because she will not focus. There we go. So I'm gonna dip into that, and I'm gonna buff out the edges of that Playground that we just put on and do just a slight play on the colors. Soften that out a little bit. Definitely don't want harsh lines whenever you do your eyeshadow. So when you watch a lot of YouTube videos, it looks like they do their makeup in 8 and 9 minutes. It's because it's sped up. So what they do a lot of the blending and all of that stuff off camera. So it's important to know that you must blend. When you think you're done blending, blend just a little bit more. So I'm trying to deepen this up a little bit. I always tap the excess off of my brush just so that it's not falling all over my face. Usually I would do my eyeshadow, I do my brows and then my eyeshadow and then I do my foundation. But she's been stressed and working hard and ripping and running, so the skin is going through a few things. So before I pressed record on this here video, she had to put some foundation on. I couldn't let you see me in my nakedness, in my skin nakedness. So again, we are just buffing out the shade Playground using the shade Brother, and I think I am liking that. Really pretty, really soft. I'm gonna clean our brush off. From there, I am gonna switch up the tempo a little bit and go into my Juvia's Place palette because this has a really soft blue shade here. Not sure what it's called because there are no no names on here, but we got this pretty blue right here, which I'm going to put up under my brow bone. So we'll grab a little bit of this, tap it off. For those of you who are not familiar with Juvia's Place, their palettes are really, really good. Really, I don't know if you can see that. Oh yes, very, very pigmented eyeshadows. They blend really nicely. So all in all, I am definitely loving this palette. This is my first Juvia's Place palette, but I actually received another one for Christmas, which is more of like your natural eyeshadows, like your golds, tans, browns, those sorts of things. And it also blends very, very nicely. Absolutely love it. So again, we're just gonna blend this out. Got a little bit of Silver Surfer going on up under the brow bone, which I'm definitely feeling. So I'm gonna clean this brush off, and then I'm gonna go in with another clean, fluffy brush. Got a little bit of, you know, a little something on it from last time, semi-clean. So just a fluffy brush with no product on it, and I'm just gonna go all the way around that and blend that out as much as possible. Blend, 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 like your life depended on it. All right. So that is really, really pretty. See that? Like that. Got that all blended out. From here, I'm going to hop on over to my Jaclyn Hill palette because I want to dip into the shade 1, 2, Twerk, honey. I had this palette. Let's talk about how I had this palette for over a year and a half before I realized that the shade names are actually listed on the back. So yeah, so we're going to use the shade Twerk, but before I do that, I am going to go in with a flatter brush, like not really a fluffy brush, just kind of flat, little dome shape situation, and we are going to just kind of mash into that blue. Can you see that? I'm going to mash that, get all up in there real good, and I'm going to press that into the eye, and we're going to see what we end up with, because she is experimenting right now, honey, because I've never played with these colors together. This one is looking a little purple when it's mixed in with these other colors, but we'll see what it does in the end, see what it ends up being. It's all about testing the waters. You gotta play around with stuff to figure out, you know, how it's gonna be and how it's gonna turn out. So put a little bit of that in there, get that excess out of there. So that's a really pretty deep blue, more like the color of my shirt. We're just gonna kind of smoke that out a little bit. You see the contrast in those two blues? Yeah. So from here, I'm gonna jump back into my James Charles palette, and I'm gonna get more of a matte shade, which is this 4th shade here, which is the shade Cola, which is kind of weird for a blue. It's called Cola, but okay, we're gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna dip into that, a really dark deep blue, and we're gonna kind of darken up the crease and buff out the edges of the color we just put on, that Twerk. So put that Twerk down, and then we just gonna work with it. So we gonna twerk with it, you know. I'm gonna rub that all around here, just kind of buff that out, see if we can give it some definition so it's not just sitting there looking crazy. And again, before I sat down to film this video, I had no idea what look I was going to do or what colors I was going to use or how the shit was going to turn out. So we're just going to roll with it, and we're going to see what we end up with. So kind of smoke that out a little bit, like that. And then I'm also going to dip into the shade right next to it, which is Acapella, which is this blue here, which is really pretty. I'm going to dip in here, tap it off, and I'm just going to put that in that outer corner because it's more of like a deep blue. Just going to tap that in there, then kind of drag it to the middle a bit. give that a little more of a smoky effect. So we start out dark on the outside, and then we're just going to drag what's left on the brush into the eye crease, and then all the way into the center. If you can see that, smoke that thing all the way out. Alrighty. Alright, beauties. Yes. I live for blue. I don't know how you cannot love the color blue. So much to love about the color blue. Alrighty. So this is where we are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pause the tape for a second. I am going to do my other eye the exact same way I did this one. And then I'm going to come back and we are going to add some liner and some mascara, get some lashes, get a lip popping, and finish this look off. So be right back. Okay, so we got this eye all done. Got a little bit of under eye situation going on. Got a little bit of pop of color in the eye, in the inner crease, in the corner. Got a little bit of eyeliner going on. My eye is red because my eyes are really, really sensitive. So anytime I put anything under my eyes, it makes them water, it makes them red. So just ignore that. I know that I said I was going to do this eye and then I was going to come right back. But confession, I actually went and I cooked dinner. Because my wife get off in a little while and she usually hungry when she get off. So I kind of like did my eye and then I cooked spaghetti and then I came back. So you don't really know how long I've been gone because I kind of paused it and then I came right back. But just so you know, because I feel like I want to tell you, I feel like I need to confess my sins because I was supposed to come right back and I didn't. Catch my bra strap, sorry. I did cook a little bit of dinner, so if you hear a little bit of splashing, the water's boiling, you know, with my noodles right now, so I may have to take a pause and go check on that. But again, we got the eye done, so this is what the final product, the finished product is going to look like. I made this eye do basically what this eye did, so that I can tell you what I did off camera. I just took a E.L.F. concealer brush. I'm trying to see if I can get my camera to focus so that you can see. Just a flat brush. Camera sucks, but yeah, just a little small flat brush, and I went into the shade Ring Light on my James Charles palette, which is this lovely shade right here. So I just kind of dipped into that and I just pressed it into the eye. So I'm gonna look here where y'all can actually see, just kind of drag that just for a little pop of color, kind of make the eyes pop out a little bit more, make them stand out a bit more. So we stuck that there. So that's pretty much what we got going on that side. And then after that, I took a small fluffy brush. I don't know where I put it, but we're just gonna roll with this one. And I went back into the shade Acapella, which is this one right here, which is the last one that we kind of blended on the outside and brought back in. So I just kind of dipped into that, and that is what I drug under the eye just to kind of smoke out that bottom lash area. So we just dipped in there, tapped off our excess, and just drug that all around. This is again the part where my eye started to water on the other side. So if you see my eyes starting to look a little struggly, that's what it is. I have very, very, very sensitive skin, very sensitive eyes. So this one is already starting to water. So we're gonna take a break from that and clean our brush. Sorry, I was trying to find something. So got that little smoke situation, and then after that, just to brighten it up a little bit under the eye so that I don't look like a raccoon, I went back into the shade 123, the shade Hello, which is this really, really pretty light blue here. So we just tapped into a little bit of that and smoked out the bottom of that darker blue just to kind of bring that to life and make that pop a little bit more. Make it so that that color is not so harsh. And again, you just want to blend those out really well. Can you see that? And drag it all the way out. Alright, from there, I usually use for my under eye, I usually use my Urban Decay. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. My Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Pencil in the color Legend. don't know if you can see that. Come on, camera. I need you to focus. Urban Decay 24/7 waterline, but again, it is 24/7. So if I put this on my eye now, I'll be scrubbing for days trying to get it off because it is really, really long wear. So instead of that, I just went with my E.L.F. eyeliner, just like a smoke color, really simple, and I just put this on my waterline. So we just pull that down. I'm gonna turn my mirror a little bit so you guys can see. I'm just kind of put a black line there. This is, of course, where all the waterworks started on the other side. My eyes absolutely hate this part. So we got that. If you hear the water boiling, those are my noodles. So just ignore that. So we got that. Just gonna fan that a little bit because my eyes are starting to water. And then from there, I went in with another E.L.F. liquid liner pencil. This is the Intense Ink eyeliner, which is by the E.L.F. brand. Again, Walmart, Target. And I just did my cat eye on the top. Got a little bit of stuff on my nose. So as you can see, just kind of fill in right above the lash line to start. And then from there, drag it all the way up and out. Fill all of that in. My eyes are watering. We're gonna keep going. And just drag that boy all the way out, as you can see. So again, we just fill in everything beneath that. And drag it all the way up. There she goes. Pretty simple. Standard. See that? And then we just fill in any spaces that we missed. Make sure it's nice and dark. Get a nice tip on it. Alright. So from there, we're going to clean up everybody, everywhere. So we pull out our trusty Pro Conceal foundation in the shade that's closest to our skin. And I just kind of use this to clean up under the cat eye situation, just out here in the corner, because I actually don't want the blue to drag that far and I don't want it to be down that low. So we just kind of use this and we clean it up a bit. It is important to know that this step should only be done if you have not put any powder on your face. Once you add powder, it is kind of hard to put liquid over it. The two do not mix very well, so it can get a little difficult to buff things out once you add a powder. So I have not added any powder, and then I'm just going to use my beauty blender and a flat brush just to buff that out, smooth that around, keep everything in the same area. Gotta be very careful not to smear that blue everywhere. And then I will take the beauty blender and just kind of buff it out here and here, all the way around. So we have cleaned that up a bit. All right, here we are. So then I will dip one more time into the shade Acapella and just drag that right here. Kind of got a bald spot there. My TV just unpaused, so ignore that.
Additional interest on umbrella policy? Can you try?
Let's clean that up just a bit.
When insurance needs translating, get answers in plain English and Progressive Answers.
There we go. You see that? See how red my eyes are? Okay. Alright, so back again. Had to take another break, put my spaghetti together. So last step is we just did our cat eye, our eyeliner at the top. Next we are going to go into mascara. I'm not going to do false lashes because my eyes are already irritated. So this is the Benefit They're Real mascara, which is really good. I really love this because of the brush. Let's see if I can get you a good view. You see all the little spikes in the brush. It just seems to pull out every single hair that you have, and it separates them really well. So when people say, oh my God, are those lashes real? Yes, bitch, they're real. Yes, Benefit, perfect name. So we're just gonna put this on our top and our bottom lashes. The only time I don't do bottom lashes is when I'm being lazy. So because I have really long natural lashes, I try my best. Let me turn that a little bit so y'all can see. I try my best to fill in my top and bottom lashes just to make it pop a little bit more. I know people spend good money on false lashes to put on the bottom. So if you already have them, you can kind of save that money. So as you can see, she already has those. So we are just going to hit those with a little bit of their Real to finish off this eye look. And there you go. See that? Make those eyes pop, honey. All right, let's turn my mirror back around. Everybody can still see me. All right, so for the most part, this is our final finished look. Again, this is my first time ever working with a blue eyeshadow. I have done all different kinds of colors and played around with stuff all the time. So I love the color blue. So I just wanted to try it. This is not perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. Again, it is a work in progress. There are some things that I would change, probably in like the order that I use the colors, or probably the different shades that I use. Nonetheless, I like it. It's enough for tonight because again, she's tired and we're just trying to figure something out. We're not going to downplay it. She did this. And so the last step, so that we can finish off this look, of course, is to put some type of lip with it. So I probably should have did this off camera, but I have a Kat Von D Satellite. I think this is Kat Von D. Looks like Kat Von D. Yes, Kat Von D Satellite Everlasting Glimmer Veil Lip, which is a mouthful, but this is like the bluest blue that I own. So we are going to hit the lips with a little bit of this, and we're going to see what she does. Can you see that? Ooh! So let's turn our mirror a little bit so you guys can see. Let me just dab it so you can see. Oh! God did it. Just gonna put that. Cover these lips, honey. Work. I'll dip in and get a little bit more of that. Nice full coverage on the lip color. Look at that. Yes. Now, some of you might be saying, where the fuck is she going with this blue ass eyeshadow and these blue ass lips? Guess what? She's going in the bathroom to take a shower and wash the shit off. So while I love a bold lip, this is not a look that, of course, this is not an everyday, you know, situation. This is just something we were playing around with. Just wanted to play with the shades. I finally got to use my James Charles palette. So just to finish this off, I always like to go in with just a little bit of powder. So today I'm just going to use my Black Radiance Soft Focus Creamy Bronze Finish setting powder, basically. So I'll just use this and go all over my face. So we'll just dip into that with a big fluffy brush. Drag that all over, and this will just pretty much lock everything in place so that it doesn't move, although I'm gonna make it move when I get in the shower in T-5 minutes. But this would just be my final step if I were actually leaving the house. So we just buff that all around, and then to finally lock everything in place, I will use a setting powder. Now for those of you who are familiar with Morphe, Morphe has a setting spray which is out of this world. I'm trying to get it where you can read it. It's really good. It has a really soft mist that comes out, so it's almost like it's not even coming out, so you can just kind of go crazy with this, and it lasts really well. Again, this channel is also pocket friendly. I think the Morphe spray was only about 24, 26 bucks, and I got it from Ulta, so it's not bad. But I also have my handy E.L.F. spray. So this is the Matte Magic Mist and Set. They also have one for, so the Matte Magic I use because I have oily skin. My T-zone gets very oily throughout the day. So I try to use mostly matte products. If you're somebody who has more of a drier skin or combination skin, then you may want to use something that has more of like a dewy finish. But again, this is the matte spray, so it's going to mattify everything as well as lock it in place. I think I spent $3 or $4 for this, so very pocket friendly. Really, camera? That's what we, okay. Very pocket friendly from Walmart. Get your life right, okay? Walmart, Target, you can find this E.L.F. product. So we are just going to give a few sprays. Let that sit. I usually have my little mirror with my little fan, and I'll fan it, but I don't know what I did with it. I kind of got stuff all over the place because we've been traveling for photography and just doing a million things. So we just gonna fan with Juvia's place because, I mean, that's just what we're gonna do for today. So there we go. So for the more advanced people, you could always do a highlight contour. You could do a little bit of, you know, cheek, little highlight here. You can do a little bit of contour and do some extra stuff. But again, she's not doing all that tonight. This is just an intro video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the final look. I am also going to take some pictures and post them on my Instagram page at Lavish by Lauren once again. So you'll be able to see this look up close and personally. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment below, make sure you like, thumbs up, subscribe. There are many more videos to come. Again, this was just a play on the color blue. This is not a look that I would usually do, or something that I would do and wear outside. This is just me kind of playing around with the different colors in the palettes. My next look will be something more everyday. I really want to do a neutral or nude look next with just like a bare or nude lip. Using the crayon case, I got a couple nude lips from them, which I have not tried yet. So that's coming up soon. Again, make sure that you follow me on all social media. Leave any questions that you have down below. I will try to link all of the products that I use if I can figure it out. Because again, this is my first video that I'm uploading to YouTube, and I'm not quite YouTube savvy just yet. But again, leave me comments down below. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like, what you think I could do differently. But let's keep it cute or keep it mute, okay? Because if you come at me wrong, she's gonna come back, okay? Once again, this is a work in progress. I'm still learning. I am self-taught. I in no way think that I'm a professional or think that I'm better than anybody else. With that being said, she is confident in her skin, okay? So leave me comments down below. I love you guys. I really appreciate the support. Look out for more videos to come, and eventually I will come up with a true sign off. But for tonight, we're gonna end it there. Thanks, y'all.